Black nurse gets questioned when trying to help during a flight. Here it is.
So imagine you on a flight, headed home, and over the intercom they say they need medical personnel. And you are a, so what do? You think it's your duty, you hop up to go assist in the emergency. You hit the aisle and they say, no, sit down. It's the flight attendant, sit down. And you like, what? So, but you yell, I'm a nurse. And they say, oh. And instead of allowing you to get to the situation, you get interrogated on your credentials. Where do you work? What specialty are you in? Are you LVN or RN? I'm like, hold on. Would you like me to sit back down and put my noise cancellation AirPods on? Because I will. So then finally, you get to the situation. You help the person that just had a seizure. We land, the paramedics come get them. And guess what? Those same people that was interrogating me, like I was impersonating a nurse, doesn't say thank you, doesn't say nothing.
This is such an interesting and really heartbreaking story when you consider. A few weeks ago, I was at an event that I chair. We do a big international event every year. And one of the young ladies had an episode. She had a seizure. This was off from the crowd somewhat, but we could hear the disturbance. We could hear the emotional disturbance, and we did not know what was happening. So obviously we walked to that area. A good friend of mine is a medical doctor. He's a white male. He goes over to the situation, says, I'm a doctor. Nobody asked him a damn question. He started working on this young lady. Everybody backed up. It was like Moses parting the sea. And then you have a professional. Doctors will tell you they depend on nurses for a lot. Nurses know a lot, a whole lot. All right. That's why nurses have been given more medical powers as the profession has progressed. So to hear him say this is quite ironic, given the experiences that many of us have had, even if you're on a plane. I've never heard someone say, let me check your credentials when there's an emergency. I've seen that a couple of times where emergency happened. Somebody says, I'm a doctor. Well, doctor, we need your help. Come here. All right, put him up full mask. TikToker and nurse, Humble Start Wheel, claims that while on the flight, he was questioned by flight staff while to assist during an in-flight medical emergency when a passenger was experiencing a seizure. Now, this puts the passenger in danger when you don't allow proper assistance. A commentator who claimed to be a flight attendant in reply to the video stated, quote, as a flight attendant, we actually have to ask, LOL, everyone gets interrogated. It's crazy that they didn't thank you though. We usually upgrade and or compensate those that assisted. It's also lazy. They told you to sit as opposed to asking, are you here to help or not? To which the TikToker replied, for sure. But I was only professionally questioned. And I understand they are supposed to ask. I've only seen them ask, are you a doctor? Okay. And that may be the requirement. All right, Senator, thoughts?
No, it makes sense that they would ask, but I'm with you, Doc. I rarely have seen them ask anybody. I mean, I guess whiteness is the credential. The way that this nurse handled it, he needs to be given all his flowers. Whoever is, whatever airline he was flying on, they need to contact this nurse and give him a couple of round trip tickets for standing in the gap for a fellow passenger. Right. And I love how he said, I can go back, sit down, put on my noise canceling earbuds if you would like right. me to. You know, he went brother on them real quick. But I just imagine your point about the passenger, not even really caring about the passenger. So you going to ask me to pull out my resume while this person is in a medical emergency that could have caused loss of life while y'all sitting up here playing games. So, memo to airlines, you know, don't play games like that. And make sure you thank a sister or a brother who's there standing in the gap, wanting to help their fellow passenger, and not just poo-poo them away. I can't even imagine how he felt afterwards, because sometimes, Doc, a thank you is really all people want.
That's all. That's all. A little bit of
And he
gratitude.
couldn't
When
even
you
he couldn't
sit,
even get that.
right, you sit next to that exit door on the plane. They
Yeah.
don't need your resume. They say, "Hey, listen, if something go down, you're gonna
Right. Can you handle this?
And you say, yeah. They don't need to see if you've handled a situation like that in the past.
Right. That's right.
They just accept that you said yes. All right, I'll do this for you.